Vibing with Chris and Zenergy presents Be Careful Who You Trust. Zoe, a middle-aged African-American lesbian, lived in Washington, D.C. with her 4 children. She had been single for over 7 years, dedicating herself entirely to her career as a registered nurse and the demanding task of raising her children. Her long shifts at the hospital left little time for personal connections, and loneliness had become her constant companion. One restless evening, Zoe decided to try something new. She downloaded a dating app, hoping to find someone who could fill the void in her heart. It was on this app that she met Tay, a vibrant and charming woman who lived all the way in California. From their very first conversation, sparks flew. They talked whenever they could, on breaks, during late-night hours, and even while Zoe was at work, her earbuds discreetly tucked in. Their calls and texts became the highlight of Zoe's days, and the long-distance relationship blossomed into something special. After months of building their connection, Tay proposed a bold idea. "Why don't you and the kids move here? We can get a big house and start a life together." Tay's words ignited a sense of adventure in Zoe. Known for her daring spirit, Zoe didn't hesitate for long. She packed up her life and her children's belongings into a U-Haul and embarked on a cross-country journey to California, leaving behind the familiar for the unknown. 4.5 days later, after stopping only to rest, Zoe and her kids arrived in sunny California. Tay greeted them with open arms, her excitement palpable as she hugged Zoe tightly. The small 2-bedroom apartment that Tay called home became a temporary haven. Life seemed perfect. The children adapted quickly to their new schools, and Zoe found work effortlessly in the medical field. Within a year, the couple's hard work paid off, and they moved into their dream home, a spacious 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house in a quiet neighborhood. For 5 years, Zoe and Tay thrived as a power couple, balancing work, family, and their relationship. But as time passed, cracks began to form. Tay started growing distant, her attention diverted by a handsome coworker named Andrew. The attraction between Tay and Andrew intensified, leading to secret meetings and stolen moments. Tay found herself yearning for something new, including the desire to have her own biological children, a dream Andrew was willing to fulfill. Zoe's world came crashing down one day when she decided to surprise Tay at work. Walking into the cafeteria, she found Tay and Andrew laughing intimately, their hands touching, and then, to Zoe's horror, kissing. Rage consumed her. She confronted Tay, leading to a heated argument that spiraled out of control. Tay, cornered, admitted her affair and bluntly ended their relationship, saying, "It's over. I'm leaving." Tay never returned home, not even to collect her belongings. She emptied their joint bank account, leaving Zoe to face the financial burden of their life alone. The dream house that once symbolized their love became a reminder of betrayal. Unable to keep up with the mortgage, Zoe and her children were forced to live out of their caravan. Sitting in the cramped vehicle, Zoe reflected on her choices. Trusting Tay had cost her everything, but she vowed to rebuild her life for her children and herself. The experience taught her a harsh but valuable lesson. Actions speak louder than words, and trust must be earned, not freely given. Despite the pain, Zoe resolved to move forward, stronger and wiser than before. Watch out for fake people.
Vibing with Chris and Zenergy Entertainment presents the Breakup Fund. Trinity and Leslie's relationship began like a fairy tale. They met at a meditation retreat, instantly connecting over their shared spirituality and values. As they grew closer, they realized that they had found their soulmate in each other. They decided to take the next step and get married, despite the challenges they faced as a same-sex couple in a society that was not always accepting. As they built their life together, Trinity and Leslie discussed their hopes and fears for the future. They both knew that relationships could be unpredictable, and they wanted to be prepared for any outcome. That's when they came up with the idea of the breakup fund. Every month, Trinity and Leslie each contributed a set amount of money to the breakup fund. This fund would serve as financial security in the event of their breakup, ensuring that neither of them would be left in a precarious financial situation. They agreed on the terms of the fund, outlining how the money would be distributed and what assets would be divided if they were to separate. As time went on, Trinity and Leslie's relationship grew stronger. They found success with their company, the Breakup Fund, helping other couples navigate the complexities of love and money. They became a beacon of hope for those looking for a way to protect themselves in the event of a breakup. But even the strongest relationships can face challenges. As the years passed, Trinity and Leslie found themselves drifting apart. The spark that had once ignited their love had dimmed, and they knew that it was time to part ways. With heavy hearts, they sat down to discuss their breakup. Thanks to the Breakup Fund, their separation was smooth and amicable. They divided their assets fairly, ensuring that both of them would be able to move forward with financial security. As they said their goodbyes, Trinity and Leslie reflected on the journey they had shared. They were grateful for the love they had experienced and for the lessons they had learned along the way. They knew that they would always be connected, even as they walked separate paths. The Breakup Fund had served its purpose, providing Trinity and Leslie with the peace of mind they needed to move on with their lives. They closed the chapter on their relationship with gratitude and grace, knowing that they had done everything they could to protect each other. And so Trinity and Leslie went their separate ways, with the Breakup Fund as a reminder of the love they had shared. They continued to spread their message of fairness and compassion, helping others find happiness and security in their relationships. As they looked to the future, Trinity and Leslie knew that they would always have a special place in each other's hearts. And they were grateful for the Breakup Fund that had allowed them to part ways with dignity and respect. For them, the end was not the end, but a new beginning.